Is marriage truly the puzzle everyone is trying to solve? What are the challenges couples face in their journey? Marriage, a union steeped in tradition, emotion, and legal bindings, can often feel like an intricate puzzle. It's not just about two people coming together. It's about the merging of two lives, two sets of dreams, and sometimes two entirely different perspectives. This complexity can make marriage an institution that is as challenging as it is rewarding. Let's delve into the labyrinth of marriage and decipher the challenges couples often encounter in their journey. One of the most common stumbling blocks is communication breakdown. The ability to express one's feelings, thoughts, and needs is vital in every relationship, but its importance is amplified in a marriage. When communication falters, misunderstandings brew, and resentment can build up, leading to a chasm that can seem impossible to bridge. Another piece of this puzzle revolves around intimacy. This isn't just about physical closeness, it's about emotional connection and vulnerability. It's about being able to share your innermost thoughts and fears without judgment. When intimacy dwindles, the bond between couples can weaken, making them feel more like roommates than life partners. Financial disputes are yet another challenge that can strain a marriage. Money, or the lack of it, can instigate disagreements and tension. Different spending habits, financial goals, and views on money can create a rift between couples, especially if not addressed early and openly. And then there's the issue of infidelity. It's a deep wound that can shatter trust and faith in a relationship. It's a challenge that tests the strength and resilience of a marriage, often leaving scars that are difficult to heal. Each of these challenges is a piece of the marriage puzzle. They are complex and multifaceted, requiring patience, understanding, and effort to navigate. But rest assured, every puzzle has a solution, and every marriage has the potential to thrive. Understanding these challenges is the first step to maintaining a thriving marriage. Let's continue unraveling this puzzle in the next scene. Communication, an art, a skill, a lifeline, but how does it shape our marriages? Picture this, a dance. Two partners moving in sync, each knowing when to lead and when to follow. That's what communication in a marriage should be like. It's not just about talking, but about understanding, adjusting, and responding. Effective communication is like the glue that holds the pieces of a puzzle together. Without it, even the most beautiful picture can fall apart. So, how can we make our communication more effective? First, let's talk about active listening. It's more than just hearing the words your partner is saying. It's about being present, showing interest, and acknowledging their feelings. It's about trying to understand their perspective even if you don't agree with it. Remember, you're not just listening to respond, you're listening to understand. Next, let's discuss expressing oneself clearly. Sometimes we're afraid of being vulnerable, of showing our true emotions. But in a relationship, it's crucial to let your partner know what you're feeling. Use I statements instead of you statements. For instance, say, I feel upset when, instead of, you make me feel. This approach decreases the chance of your partner feeling attacked and increases the chance of a productive conversation. And finally, let's touch on assumptions. It's easy to think we know what our partner is thinking or feeling, but assumptions can often lead to misunderstandings. So instead of assuming, ask. Encourage your partner to express their thoughts and feelings. Remember, your partner is not a mind reader, and neither are you. Communication is a journey, not a destination. It's about continuous learning and growing. It's about understanding your partner's communication style and adapting to it. It's about being open, honest, and respectful. After all, we're all different, and our differences make us unique. So let's make a pact. Let's strive to be better communicators. Let's listen actively, express ourselves clearly, and never assume. Let's make our marriages stronger, healthier, and happier. Remember, communication is not just about talking, it's about understanding. Intimacy, the glue that binds. How can we keep this bond strong in our marriage? Intimacy in its simplest form is the familiarity between two people. It's a bond that goes beyond the surface, reaching into the very essence of one another. It's the heart-to-heart connection that makes two people feel seen, heard, and understood. It's a cornerstone of any thriving marriage, and it comes in two distinct but intertwined forms: physical intimacy and emotional intimacy. Physical intimacy is what most people think of first. It's the touch, the closeness, the act of making love. But it's more than just the physical act. It's about expressing love and connection, about nurturing the bond between you and your partner. It's essential to be open about your sexual needs, to communicate them in a loving and respectful way. Regularly showing affection, whether through a gentle touch, a hug, or a passionate kiss, can also help maintain and even increase physical intimacy. But physical intimacy is only half of the equation. Emotional intimacy is just as crucial, if not more so. It's about being open and vulnerable, about sharing your deepest thoughts, fears, and aspirations. It's about being there for each other, in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health. It's about spending quality time together, about truly being present in each other's lives. Maintaining and increasing intimacy in a marriage requires effort and commitment. It requires you to be patient, to be understanding, to be empathetic. It requires you to respect each other's boundaries, to listen without judgment, to love without condition. It requires you to be honest and authentic, to be brave and courageous, to be willing to show your true self. So, how can you keep the bond of intimacy strong in your marriage? By recognizing its importance, by nurturing it, by cherishing it, by making it a priority, by making it a habit, by making it a part of your everyday life, by being there for each other, by being there with each other, by being there in each other. Intimacy is about being seen and known as the person you truly are in a relationship. Money, often a thorny issue in marriages. How can we navigate this tricky terrain? It's no secret that financial disputes can cause a significant amount of stress in a marriage. It's one of the leading causes of conflict. And if not addressed properly, it can create a deep divide between partners. But fear not, it's not an insurmountable hurdle. A little understanding, planning, and open dialogue can go a long way. First, let's discuss the importance of creating a budget. A budget is not just a spreadsheet with numbers. It's a financial roadmap that reflects your goals and values as a couple. It's about knowing where your money is going and how it's being spent. It's about making conscious decisions rather than letting your money control you. So sit down together, crunch those numbers, and draft a budget that works for both of you. Next, it's crucial to discuss your financial goals. Are you saving for a house, planning for a family, looking forward to a dream vacation, or maybe you're focused on retirement? Whatever your goals might be, it's essential to have these conversations early and often. Understanding and supporting each other's financial goals can strengthen your bond and align your paths towards a shared future. And finally, understanding each other's spending habits. Are you a saver or a spender? Do you value experiences more than material possessions? Do you prefer to invest or save? It's important to understand these differences, not to change each other, but to find a balance. It's not about right or wrong, it's about compromise. It's about respecting each other's financial personalities and finding a way to blend them harmoniously. Remember, money is a tool, not a master. It's there to serve you, not the other way around. So don't let it become a wedge between you. Instead, let it be a bridge that brings you closer together. After all, a shared life is not just about sharing a home, it's about sharing responsibilities, dreams, and yes, even finances. Financial harmony can lead to marital bliss. Trust and forgiveness, the cornerstones of a strong marriage. But how can we cultivate these virtues? Trust, for starters, is the bedrock on which a thriving marriage is built. It's like a bank account. Every act of reliability, every kept promise, every moment of transparency deposits trust into this account. And just like a bank account, it grows with time and consistent positive actions. So how can we build trust? First, we need to be reliable. If we say we're going to do something, we do it. No ifs, no buts. We keep our promises, not just the big ones, but also the seemingly insignificant ones. Remember, trust is built in small moments, in the everyday actions that tell our partner, "You can rely on me." Secondly, we need to be transparent. Transparency means being open about our thoughts, feelings, and actions. It's about letting our partner see us for who we truly are, with all our strengths and weaknesses. It's about being honest, even when the truth is uncomfortable. But trust is only half of the equation. The other half is forgiveness. Forgiveness is the salve that heals the wounds of trust broken. It's the balm that soothes the pain of disappointment and betrayal. Forgiveness is not about forgetting or condoning wrongdoings, but about choosing to let go of the hurt and resentment they cause. How do we learn to forgive? We start by admitting our mistakes, by owning up to our wrongdoings. We apologize sincerely and make amends. And then, we let go. We let go of the grudges, the bitterness, the desire for revenge. We choose to move forward, not in spite of the pain, but because of it. In a marriage, trust is about more than just believing in your partner. It's about believing in the bond you share. in the love that binds you together. And forgiveness is not just about letting go of the past, but about embracing the future, a future built on love, respect, and mutual understanding. In a marriage, trust is earned in drops and lost in buckets, and forgiveness is the key.